Right guys, welcome back to the channel. In this one I'm just going to be showing you how to change the lower door roller on your sliding door on a Volkswagen Caddy. This is a Mark IV. So let's go ahead, let's take a look. So here we have the lower piece we need to replace there. And as you see, we'll get hold of the door. There's no roller left in there, so like nylon bush should be in there, it's non-existent. So the first thing we need to do is remove the stop at the back here. So that's two M8 multi-spline, which looks like that. So M8, one there and one there. So we just get those undone and remove those out of there. Obviously it's loose now like that. So you need to wiggle that around to get it out. Pull your door back a little bit so you was closing it and then it come out like that. That's that bit removed. So with the door open, now obviously what you want to do is we just support this door here, the bottom of the door, with a jack with a block of wood under it. So you can if you've got a trolley jack, use that, or use the jack out of your van and put a block of wood under it, stop it damaging the door, just to hold it in place while we're doing this part here, the actual lower arm. So we'll get this door supported with a trolley jack and a block of wood, just hold it. So we got the jack under the door there, just lightly holding it, and then what we need to do is remove that one there and that one there. Again, they're M8 multi-spline for those, and that'll remove the actual arm off of there that we need to replace. Now the replacement arm just looks like that, as you can see. These are, I just got this online. They're not expensive, so you just search for that online, lower door roller. So we just crack them undone first, make sure they come undone. If yours are maybe tight to undo, maybe soak them with some penetrating spray and leave them soaking for a while before you try and undo them. So that's both of them removed off of there, and we just lift it out like that. As you can see there is no roller left on there. The inner one's completely missing, hence why the door had so much up and down play in it. You see how much wear is on them. So before we fit the new lower rollers, which just obviously all you got to do is put these into the slot up in here where they run effectively like that, and then it goes in like that. But before we do that, what we do is, see, we've cleaned out all the old grease in here, and then we're going to put some new grease up in here where it runs. So if you look up there, you'll see where it runs in there, where these wheels here run in that slot. So put some grease up in there and on here as well. I'm just going to put some marine waterproof grease I'm just going to use on there. Any decent grease to do, really. So I'm going to put that up in there and obviously grease these as well, while I can get at them easy before I slide it in there. So we've greased the runner up. We grease this up as well. So you got put some grease over there. So obviously when that's in there like that, you're not going to see that side of it, and that's effectively a bearing. So just cover that in grease, keep the moisture out of it. And then what we'll do is, so you get this in to the runner like that, and then line it up where it needs to go, where your bolts need to go back in. And all I'm doing with the bolts is put some anti-seize on the thread of the bolt, just so you know they come out again if you ever need to get them out at a later date. And then get that started. Obviously what you might need to do is alter your jack, because it might not be in the same place, because you've got a new, obviously a new runner, and the old one was worn out. So you just might need to move your door slightly inwards or whatever to line up that roller into the slot. We'll just start these bolts off, just get them in by hand so you know they're not cross-threaded. So what we did is started the bolts off, then I've just moved the door this way a bit, so both of those wheels on that are in that slot, are in the actual rail, like that. And then what you need to do now is, obviously it's on there, so you can you can take it off the jack, let the jack down so it's out of the way, like that. And then you'll probably be able to see where the bolts were originally, so you can put it back on those marks. You'll be able to see where the head of it was, where your door was originally, so it's lined up in the right place. Then you can, once you got it in the right place, the two, you can just snug them down and tighten them up, and then try your door, make sure it shuts. So the easy way to do it is just hold on the door with one hand, then you can just adjust it in and out until you can line those two up with your old marks where they used to be, and then just snug them down until you're happy with it, so they're on the marks where they were. Now a good idea would be, before you take this off originally as it was, is just scribe round the head of those with like a end of a screwdriver, something like that. Just mark them before you undo it, because then you could definitely see where they were before. So all we've done is snug them down now, tightened them up. Now we know they're in the as they were before. And then we just try the door before we put the stop back on. So shuts perfectly. Like that. So obviously what we got to do now is just put our stop back in. So what I'll do is as well put some anti-seize on these bolts before we put them back in, so you know they come undone again if you ever need to do it again. So we get this stop back in there. Just slot it in place. Obviously get your bolts back in. So that's the installation complete. So he's taken all the play out of the door now, so it's back as it should be. Right guys, so I hope you found the video helpful. If you did, remember to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more van related content. Till next one, I'll see you then.